Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. So today I'm going to show you how to do this really simple makeup look. It's essentially just really bright red matte eyeshadow and a black liquid liner. But if you want to know how to recreate this look and what I did to achieve it, then please keep watching. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some concealer from NYX. It's the Got You Covered. I'm just going to put that all over the eye. So we're going all the way up to the eyebrow and underneath the eye as well. And basically, this will help to cancel out any pigmentation, any veins, things like that, to make the skin a nice even colour. So this is a relatively simple look. It doesn't involve many products at all, but it does take a bit of blending. Because the products are matte, they are just that little bit more difficult to blend out than ones that have pearl or shine in them. Oh, as you can see, I have one singular lash extension left. Right, there we go. Now I'm just going to set that with a translucent powder. I've actually filmed quite a few videos recently, but my camera got corrupt and I lost everything. So yeah, that was really annoying. I filmed a pink and black smoky eye, and then I filmed a declutter sort of makeup organisational video. So yeah, they went. But that's fine. I think I learnt why that happened and how to avoid it happening in future. I hope. So next I'm going to use a makeup primer. This is Pre-Fit from NYX. Just going to put it roughly in the shape that my makeup will be. And then I'm going to take Love Plus from my Sugarpill palette, which is the lovely red shade. I'm first going to take that on a flat brush and we're going to just really pack the pigment onto the eyelid. We want a nice solid even colour. So I've not done my foundation yet because this tends to have a bit of fallout, and then when this falls down you get, you know, pink under your eyes. I don't really want that. And then to match this side we're going to wing it out. So what I did was I continued this line under the eye. It's going to look straightforward for this. Hello Pepper. Up and out. Hang on. Come on. And then draw the line back in. Something like that. And then fill in that triangle. Next I'm going to take a pencil brush and do the same thing. And then next up, what I did is I took Tease from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I took that on a fluffy blending brush and just started to blend that out, sort of angling the brush down into the crease. And the reason I went for a cool toned one is because I don't want this to come off too pink or anything like that. Now where it gets quite messy we can clean up with concealer and powder in a bit. Like you see, that's all clear under the brow and then there's pigment there that we don't want. We'll clean that up later. So now I'm just going to clean up the fallout from under my eyes. We might have to do this again in a bit, but just so I can clearly see what is left. And I'm also going to take that with my nail inside it, just to clean up under the brow and get that shape that we want. I'm just going to get a tissue to sort of mop that, just where there's any moisture from the baby wipe. It will mean the products will go on differently than if the skin was completely dry. Okay, so we're first neaten up under the brow, so we'll take our concealer brush again, and then our translucent powder. Okay, now I'm going to take Perversion, which is a black pencil from Urban Decay. I'm going to put that in my tight line and my waterline. And then with the black eyeshadow called Blackout from Urban Decay as well, I'm just going to set the eyeliner underneath the eye. Not that it really needs setting, but because we're going to blend it out a tiny bit, it's good for it to be a bit powdery. And now I'm getting the brush underneath the hairs, and again stamping on some more of the black powder. Just sort of press and wiggle the brush. all the way to the inner corner. And now just start to blend it into the red lightly. And then to blend that even more, we're going back to our pencil brush with red on it and just going over the top. Because I don't really want the red to get too dark, but I want the lashes to be thick and black. Okay, so next up we're going to do our liquid eyeliner. For that I'm going to use the matte black liner from NYX. I'm going to just do a long, thin line, sort of just going straight out, not really up or down. Whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to make sure that I coat my top lashes black. So just run the brush over the tops of the head, cover any powder, things like that. We will be adding false lashes, but it's just good to make sure there's nothing like white or powdery in between the false lashes and your natural lashes. Just drawing the line out and then draw it back in. Okay, and then fill in that triangle. And I think that's actually quite even straight away, so that's good. But we can go back to that later and check. Now I need to check on my pasta. Okay, so I've just had my pasta and I've put on my mascara. So the next thing I'm going to use is a green concealer, primer, just to counteract the redness in my skin, because we've got so much red on the eyes. If my skin looks red as well, it will sort of detach from the makeup. It will make it just look messy rather than purposefully red and grungy. I know it's very red, so clearly it's purposefully done, but you get the idea. If we just neutralise the skin a tiny bit more, it will just look a lot better overall. You can see how quick this one works. This is from NYX. I'm going to make sure that's really rubbed in. It's nice and hydrating as well, which is great for my dry skin. Next up we're going to apply Urban Decay's All Nighter. As always, I dot that around and then I buff it in. I like this one because it's very full coverage and just so reliable. So, you know, at the moment I'm having so many problems with the camera cutting out and other things that I need reliable products. Something has to stay consistent. And because of the shape, I can get quite close to my eye makeup. I did go around my face with a baby wipe again, just to get rid of any fallout, and I took it quite high up to the makeup, but I will re-blend that out after we've done this. It's so hot the last few days, guys. We're experiencing a heat wave and I am just so pale and ginger. Too much for this weather. Like, I've gone from sleeping in full-on pyjamas and a duvet to within like a day sleeping in nothing and just a sheet, like taking the duvet out of the duvet cover. Basically just in like tiny pyjama shorts and a vest, and it's just too hot. Ugh. Everything I own is sweating all the time. And you just can't cool down, like the house just isn't cooling down. I don't know what to do. So, on a tiny brush, still the same foundation, just going to make sure we marry that up to the eyes. Anywhere that you want to clean up the shape as well, that you didn't do with your baby wipe, you can do with this. Just be warned that it will turn your concealer slightly pink. So you want to get rid of as much of the excess as possible with the wipe. So you can see the difference. There's like dramatic eye bags here, and then here's nice and clean. So we will do the same here. So when I last filmed, other than the times that got corrupt, it was before download. So download was awesome. The weather was brilliant this year, lovely and like consistently sunny pretty much. Just a little bit windy, but that's fine. System of a Down were amazing. Like I said before, they're my favourite band, so being able to see them again was really cool. And they just pretty much played song after song, like no talking. They played loads of album tracks and singles, so that was good. Just need to blend this out a bit more. Possibly have used too much. But Aerosmith, on the other hand, who I was looking forward to, I don't know a great deal of songs from Aerosmith, but nonetheless, the songs I do know I like, and I would have liked to have seen them live, but done at the right speed. Like, everything was really slowed down, even their slow songs were slowed down, and it just all got a bit boring. Like, you expect their upbeat songs to be fun and for you to be able to dance and sing along, and I tried my hardest because I like dancing and singing, but it just wasn't really happening. I don't know what was up with that. Right. Oh, in the oven, so in that gap I made flapjacks as well as eat pasta. So they're just cooking, I'm quite excited. I've got ones with raisins and chocolate chips. Obviously they're vegan, I'm vegan. It's just like a cold own brand chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm like really packing on the powder. Whew. My face is already sweating. How do people cope? Now, I'm not one of the people that complains when it's winter to be like, oh, I wish it was sunny again. I only complain in summer, so you can't tell me off for never being content. I love winter and autumn and spring. Spring the least, it's a bit boring. There's like lambing season, but that makes me sad. So, let's just make sure everything I own is powdered down. Honestly, my chin and upper lip is just like already sweaty. What if we just keep putting powder on? How much can you put on until it's too much? I have a fan. Wait 1 second. Oh, that's the stuff. It's my fan from Lit. I guess the fan affects there's glitter on your face, but like, I don't know how well that actually works. I generally use sellotape or a spoolie and like flick it off my face. I'm just going to try and neaten up the eye makeup. So I'm going to take a concealer from Bare Minerals that works quite well over powder. Just doing a tiny blob each side, and then I'm just going to try and buff that out. I've always loved this concealer for going over powder. So one I keep in my bag for if I blow my nose and need to go back around, or like the corners of my mouth. Now I'm just going to lightly powder that and then buff it back out again. So for my contour today, I'm going to use this shade from the NYX contouring palette. I'm going to take that on the same brush that I used to powder my skin with. I'm going to highlight with the shimmery pale shade from the palette. And for my brows, I'm going to use NYX Brow Gels in Espresso and Blonde, mixed 50-50. So I'm just going to brush through them first with my brush from NYX, and then start from the bottom and fill them in going up. There you go. Just brush that through, just to check for any bald spaces or any clumps of product, just to sort of even it all out a bit. So I'll just do the other brow and I'll be right back. So there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. Sorry it was a bit all over the place, I kept having breaks, like just then I just went and ate a load of flapjack because it was nice and warm from the oven. But yeah, I've not really done a look like this before where I've really winged the colour out, so it's not that great. I will obviously get better at it, hopefully, you know, with some more practice. But I really love the bright red and the black liquid eyeliner. And I quite often wear my liquid eyeliner just straight out. You might see in my Primark foundation first impression and a couple of others. I've got eyeliner very similar because I have quite hooded eyelids. If I bring the eyeliner too high up, the like hood of my eyelid gets in the way of it, so you can't see the line anyway. So I need to take the line lower and straighter to compensate for that, unless I just constantly go around with raised eyebrows, which is fine for pictures, but like day-to-day life, you'll get a headache. So yeah, enough about my eyelid skin. So thank you for watching and showing your support. If you like my videos, then please subscribe. I try to upload a couple a week, like 1 to 2 videos, and they're mainly makeup, and soon I'll be doing some more special effects as well. So yeah, I'll see you all soon. Take care, bye bye.